mention briefly what my clients kind of are and how we go about finding them. Some people say that we no longer look at Slushpile. I would say that's totally not true. Quite a number of authors I actually represent come from Slushpile. To mention, just two as an example, I represent Gemma Fowler, whose book is coming out in 2017 with Chicken House, which is a YA sort of fantastic adventure about a girl on a moon station, which is great. And the other one is Paul Crowley, who's incredible, and his supernatural thriller, kind of Ben Aronovich style, is coming out in August with Hot Air, which I'm super excited about. But no, not all of them come from Slushpiles, obviously. Quite a lot come from events like this, or festivals, quite a few from anthologies. So if you can get one of those, either through a creative writing course or maybe a competition, that's well worth doing, because every time we get a cover letter with that kind of endorsement, we definitely would pay attention more to that kind of submission. And some of them come from friends and family and friendly agents who maybe looked at it and thought it's great but not quite for me, so they pass it on. So for example, I studied publishing before I started being an agent, and one of the people I met one of the first people I met on the course was this girl who was doing a creative writing, part publishing course, and she said, "Oh, I'm a writer, and this is what I'm going to write about." And I thought, God, this is such an amazing pitch. Like, if I ever become an agent, I will call her up, and that's what happened. And that was my first deal as an agent. So you never know who you're talking to.
Who was that guy?
That was Lauren Forey. Her book is coming out in April with Black and White, a Scottish publisher. So that's those kind of things, kind of maybe not Hollywood, because that's sort of too grand, but still those kind of things work as well. And as I mentioned, I also do foreign rights, which is quite a big part of my sort of daily job, which is submitting. I basically take care of all our authors, not only mine, but each of our agents' lists. I'll backtrack this a little bit. So when we sell rights to publishers, we can either hold on to different sort of sets of rights. So we can sell World English, we can sell English and British Commonwealth, and all kinds of different sort of exclusions and inclusions there. Or we can hold on to world rights, where we hold the rights to sell translations sort of onward. And if any of our agents does that, then I am the person who will liaise with foreign publishers to sell those rights on. And the book fairs are the place when all those transactions mainly happen. So there's two main ones, which is London Book Fair, which is 12th, 14th of April this year. And there's Frankfurt, which is potentially the biggest in the world at the moment, in October. And between those, there's a massive sort of busyness and hecticness around surrounding those two book fairs, because that's when most agents will aim to sort of try and sell the books and generate the most hype around the books that they are most sort of excited about throughout the year. And this is kind of what I try to do with our books as well. So before the book fair, we meet with a lot of scouts who are basically like a matchmaking sort of agent in a way. So they have clients that are foreign publishers from each territory. Say they have a French client, and a German one, and a Polish one, and one of the Scandinavian countries, and they will try and match the publisher's profile with the books that all of the agents in the UK have. So they will pick the books that they think that the publisher in different country might like and might be their taste, and write a report on each book. So my role is to let the scouts know what we have so that they can potentially report and match it with the publishers from abroad. So that's like the run up to the book fair, and obviously all the scheduling. We have potentially about 90 meetings throughout the 3 days, which is mad and it's wonderful and it's super busy, but it's kind of great because you get to know those people from around the world and sort of catch up every 6 months. But it is like a mad speed dating exercise, because you sit at a table and there's every half an hour somebody new comes in and you basically repeat yourself. So at one point, well, not actually, at many points you start thinking, have I said this to this person, or was it the next person that I was going to say this? So it's kind of crazy. But this is not all that happens at the book fair. I think for an aspiring writer, it's actually a very nice place to go to just see how publishers work and how busy the whole industry is. And